This is gonna blow your mind. Where do Americans really spend their cash? Join Money Smart Basics as we dive deep into the surprising places where Americans spend their hard-earned money. Let's see if we can guess them all. Ready? Let's go. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Look in the description below for wealth building tools and income opportunities. Hello, America. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's as fascinating as it is terrifying: your spending habits. Specifically, how much you shell out to achieve that elusive American dream. Buckle up, because things are about to get real expensive. Now, before you reach for the remote, hear me out. Understanding where your hard-earned dollars go isn't just about budgeting. It's about understanding the very fabric of our society. It's about seeing how our values, priorities, and anxieties manifest in cold, hard cash. We're talking about the big stuff like housing, transportation, and healthcare. Those behemoths that gobble up a significant chunk of your paycheck before you can even say avocado toast. But we'll also delve into the smaller, yet equally telling expenditures. Things like entertainment, personal care, and those impulse buys you swear you'll stop making, but let's be honest, you won't. So whether you're a financial whiz or someone who still hides receipts at the bottom of the grocery bag, this journey into the heart of American spending is for you. Let's get started, shall we? Let's kick things off with the big kahuna of American spending: housing. That roof over your head, that sanctuary from the outside world. It ain't cheap, folks. In fact, for most Americans, it's the single largest expense they'll face. We're talking about rent or mortgage payments that can make your eyes water, property taxes that seem to rise faster than sea levels, and don't even get me started on the joys of home maintenance. It's enough to make you want to move into a yurt and call it a day. But seriously, the data paints a stark picture. According to experts at Visual Capitalist, housing costs gobble up roughly a third of the average American household's income. That's right, a third. And it's not just the big cities feeling the pinch. From bustling metropolises to quaint suburbs, the struggle to find affordable housing is real. So the next time you're admiring a friend's granite countertops or drooling over a spacious walk-in closet, just remember the price tag that comes with it. Because in America, the dream of homeownership often comes with a hefty dose of financial reality. All right, you've somehow managed to secure a roof over your head. Congratulations. Now it's time to tackle the second biggest expense: transportation. Because unless you're living that sweet, sweet work-from-home life, chances are you need to get around. And in a country where car ownership is practically woven into the fabric of our existence, it's no surprise that transportation costs can put a serious dent in your budget. We're talking car payments, insurance premiums, gas prices that seem to fluctuate with the tides, and the ever-present threat of parking tickets. But hold on, it gets better. Or should I say, more expensive. Because even if you're a public transportation warrior, those bus fares, train tickets, and ride-sharing apps can add up faster than you can say traffic jam. Visual Capitalist tells us that transportation gobbles up roughly 15% of the average American household's income. That's a significant chunk of change just to get from point A to point B. So, the next time you're stuck in traffic, fuming about gas prices or squeezing onto a packed train, just remember, you're not alone. We're all in this expensive commute together. Okay, we've covered housing and transportation. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite subject: food. Because let's face it, you can't live on rent receipts and gas fumes alone. You need to eat, and in America, that can get pricey. From grocery store runs that leave your wallet feeling lighter than an empty cereal box, to those tempting takeout menus calling your name after a long day, food costs can really add up. And don't even get me started on the allure of dining out, where a single meal can cost more than your weekly grocery budget. Visual Capitalist estimates that Americans spend roughly 10% of their income on food. Now that might not seem like a huge amount compared to housing or transportation, but it's still a significant chunk of change. So, the next time you're debating between cooking at home or ordering takeout, or trying to decide if that artisanal cheese is really worth the price tag, just remember, every bite comes at a cost. And in America, that cost can be surprisingly high. Section 5. The elephant in the room: healthcare costs. Alright folks, it's time to address the elephant in the room. the one wearing a stethoscope and carrying a clipboard full of Bill's healthcare. Because in America, staying healthy can be hazardous to your financial health. We're talking about a system where a single trip to the emergency room can leave you drowning in debt, where prescription drug prices seem to defy the laws of both economics and gravity, and where even routine checkups can leave your bank account feeling a little under the weather. Visual Capitalist tells us that Americans spend a whopping 10% of their income on healthcare. That's right, the same amount we spend on feeding ourselves is also going towards keeping ourselves alive and kicking. So the next time you pop an over-the-counter pain reliever or hesitate before scheduling that doctor's appointment, just remember, healthcare in America is a luxury many can't afford, and that's a bitter pill to swallow. Section 6. Education investing in the future, one paycheck at a time. Okay, we've covered the essentials: housing, transportation, food, and healthcare. Now let's talk about something near and dear to many American hearts: education. Because in the land of opportunity, a good education is often seen as the key to a brighter future. But here's the catch: that key can cost a king's ransom. We're talking about soaring tuition fees that make college seem like a distant dream for many, the crushing weight of student loan debt that follows graduates long after they've tossed their caps in the air, and the ever-increasing costs of childcare and early education. While Visual Capitalist doesn't explicitly break down education costs as a percentage of income, it's safe to say that for many Americans it's a significant expense. So, the next time you're agonizing over college applications, struggling to make student loan payments, or shelling out for your child's education, just remember, investing in education is important, but it often comes at a steep price in America. Section 7. The little luxuries: entertainment, personal care, and more. We've covered the big-ticket items, but what about the smaller things in life? Those little luxuries that bring us joy, help us unwind, and make us feel vaguely human after a long week? We're talking about entertainment, from streaming services and concert tickets to that new video game you've been eyeing. We're talking about personal care, from haircuts and spa treatments to that fancy face cream that promises to shave years off your appearance. Spoiler alert, it probably won't. And let's not forget about those miscellaneous expenses, like clothing, hobbies, and those impulse buys you swear you'll stop making, but let's be honest, you won't. Visual Capitalist lumps these expenses into a category called Other, which accounts for roughly 25% of the average American household's income. So the next time you're treating yourself to a night out, indulging in some retail therapy, or simply enjoying a cup of overpriced coffee, just remember, those little luxuries add up. But hey, you deserve it, right? Section 8. Shifting sands, trends, reshaping American spending habits. Now that we've dissected the major spending categories, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Because the way Americans spend their money isn't static. It's constantly evolving, shaped by a myriad of factors, from economic conditions and technological advancements to changing demographics and cultural shifts. For example, the rise of the gig economy and remote work is impacting transportation costs, with some people ditching their daily commutes and opting for more flexible work arrangements. The growing popularity of streaming services is changing how we consume entertainment, with traditional cable subscriptions taking a hit as more people cut the cord. And let's not forget about the impact of social media, which constantly bombards us with images of picture-perfect lives and must-have products, fueling consumerism and influencing our spending habits. So, while the basic needs of housing, food, and transportation remain constant, the way we address those needs and the choices we make within those categories are constantly in flux. Section 9. The Crystal Ball, peering into the future of American spending. As we wrap up our whirlwind tour of American spending habits, it's time to gaze into the crystal ball and speculate about what the future holds. What trends will shape how Americans spend their money in the years to come? Well, if the past few years have taught us anything, it's that predicting the future is a fool's errand, but that won't stop us from trying. One thing's for sure, technology will continue to play a major role in shaping our spending habits. From the rise of artificial intelligence and automation, to the growing popularity of cryptocurrencies and the metaverse, the future of spending is likely to be more digital, more personalized, and perhaps even more baffling than ever before. So, buckle up, America, because the future of spending is coming at us faster than a self-driving car on a sugar rush. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll even figure out how to budget for it all. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promised. This is why you need a budget. To save money without the stress. Track your expenses daily. It's the easiest way to see where your money's going. Got your own tips? Drop them in the comments. For more budgeting hacks, check out our next video. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.